David, this is Doug. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Doug.
Thank you.
Sure.
Good evening, everybody. I'm waiting for Commissioner Laird. Is he present?
Oh, this is Doug. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Doug.
Okay, you might not be able to see me for some, oh, there it is. I'm gonna get my picture out. It's not working for some reason. I'll just use the sound.
Okay. And I think I'm just waiting for Commissioner Laird. When he is on, I identified that he wanted to be here tonight, then we can begin. I do not see him. Okay, we're going to go ahead and begin. I did get confirmation today that Vice President Commissioner Charles Laird from Somerset County would be joining us, but I don't see him as of yet. So we're going to go ahead. Are we on the record?
On the record, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. Today is June the 29th, 2021. It is approximately 7:00 p.m. My name is Christine Burke. I'm a public utility law judge with the Maryland Public Service Commission. We're here tonight for an initial public comment hearing in case number 9662, which is captioned in the matter of the application of Costen Solar Inc. for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to construct a 10.625 megawatt solar photovoltaic generating facility in Somerset County, Maryland. We are conducting tonight's hearing via WebEx and live streaming on the Public Utility Law Judge's YouTube channel. The proposed project would occupy approximately 58 acres of the 149 acre parcel owned by Chesapeake Renewable Energy LLC, located at 33001 Costen Road in Pocomoke City, Maryland. The purpose of tonight's hearing is to give some background information about the project and provide the public an opportunity to comment, ask questions, raise any issues or concerns that they may have. As I said earlier, Commissioner Charles Lair did indicate that he would be present this evening, but however, I do not see him on the call. Perhaps he's watching via live stream. Present with me also this evening is Mr. David Bugelmans, who is the attorney representing the applicant, Costen Solar, as well as some other representatives from the project. Sandra, I believe Steve Tolson actually is present this evening. He's an assistant attorney general representing the Department of Natural Resources Power Plant Research Program. PPRP coordinates with 7 different state agencies to review and make recommendations in these types of projects. Present also is Patrick O'Laughlin. He's an attorney with the Office of People's Counsel, who represents the interest of all residential ratepayers in the state of Maryland. Also present is Catherine Mackerlane on behalf of the Commission's technical staff. The staff of the Commission reviews the impact of the project on the stability and reliability of the distribution grid. We will begin with a brief overview of the project that will be provided by the applicant, Mr. Bugelmans. If you could please introduce the project.
Sure. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight on YouTube. My name is David Bugelmans, and I'm an attorney for the applicant, in this case, Costen Solar, Inc. I'm joined tonight by Mr. Dane Bauer, who's one of the environmental consultants for this project. I'm going to pass him the virtual microphone, and he'll provide a brief overview of the project. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dane Bauer. I'm with H&B Solutions. We did the environmental review document for this project. Melissa Hall is my partner. We did it together and we submitted all the documents. We have also put together the various environmental reviews and related submittals associated with the county approvals that's sort of running in tandem with the CPCN. So interesting, this is a parcel that was developed by Chesapeake Renewable in 2011. And it was set up as a 3-phase commercial development. The first phase is completed. It's right on Costen Roads. It's currently owned by Brookfield Renewable. It's on about 35 acres. It's 3.7 megawatts. When that project received its special exception from the county in 2011, and also the site plan was approved in 2011, and it was built in 2012, all of the environmental assessments were performed at that time for all 3 phases of the development project. Being it's 10 years later, and the phase 2 development is slightly different than what they contemplated 10 years ago, and the product itself is slightly changed. The applicant went back to the county and filed an updated special exception, which was just recently approved this year, along with the site plan. So there was an updated site plan, and in order to process that, the applicant, through our firm and others, refreshed all of the environmental assessments that were needed for that site plan approval and for the CPCN. Among those was the wetlands assessment, which actually is the one assessment that didn't have to be updated. The original developer, Chesapeake Renewable, had gotten the jurisdictional determination from the Corps of Engineers, and all 3 phases of the project as contemplated would avoid wetlands. There's a 25-foot setbacks from any wetlands that were identified on the project. There's no stream crossings proposed on this project. All the entrances and internal drives will avoid stream crossings. We're going to use the same entrance that was established for phase 1 of the project. We went to Maryland Historic Trust and asked them for comments. We did the determination of eligibility forms. They sent us a letter saying that they didn't have any concerns, that nothing else was needed on the project. It's not in the critical area. It's not in the Tier 2 watershed. There's no affected floodplains. The interconnection will actually be a separate interconnection from phase 1, but to the same substation, which is directly across the street on Costen Road. It's the Chop Tank Edgewood substation. The forest conservation assessment that was done in 2011 was also updated, and whatever mitigation requirements that there will be for afforestation only because there's no forest cutting proposed for the project. And when we went to DNR and asked about rare, threatened, and endangered species, the only species that they indicated that we might want to design the project to protect was a mud sunfish. And since we're not doing any crossings, we don't need a waterway construction permit. All the electrical crossings are going to be underground by directional drilling. And we're using a 50-foot setback from the stream, and sediment and erosion controls and stormwater that have been approved by the county. There's no indication that the mud sunfish will be anything but protected. So that's basically the overview of the project. We didn't find any environmental impacts. It is on about 58 acres. It will be set back. This is probably important to note too. It's set back off of the road behind the existing phase 1 project. So as you're driving by on Costen Road, you see phase 1, but it'll be very difficult for you to see the phase 2 project behind that. There was a glare analysis performed, and that came up with no impacts. And I think that's basically the summary of the project.
Thank you, Mr. Bauer. I did not receive, thank you. I did not receive any requests for comments other than for Vice President Commissioner Laird to join this evening, and I don't see that he's on the call. Is there anyone else present tonight on the call that wishes to provide public comment? And hearing none, speak now. I do not hear any other people on the call tonight that wish to comment. I would like to remind everyone that there will be a second public comment hearing scheduled, which is presently scheduled for October the 19th, 2021, and written comments will be accepted through October the 29th, 2021. I hopefully anticipate that the second hearing in October, we will be in person, hopefully, at that point and no longer virtual. If you do have written comments, please address them to the Public Service Commission via first-class mail or electronically through the Commission's website at www.psc.state.md.us. Just be sure to reference case number 9662. If anyone wishes to view the written comments in this case, they will be posted also on the Commission's website and can be viewed by clicking the Search Public Comments link about halfway down the homepage under the Tools section. You will select case number 9662 from the drop-down menu and click Search. Again, I thank everybody for participating this evening. If there's nothing further from any of the parties, we can go off the record.
We're off the record, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Have
everyone.
a good evening.
You too.
Good night.
You too. Everyone.